Hi everybody, welcome back to Sociology. It's Professor Seeger. I'm here to do a quick follow-up on the free will assignment that just got graded. A lot of you guys did a really good job, but I want to clarify a few things. Because free will is an extremely important concept in sociology. A lot of you guys seem to think that you did have free will. You said you dressed yourselves. But if you think about it, a lot of things went into what you actually wear. Some of you guys said, no one determines what I wear. You may want to ask yourself how true that actually is. If you were actually wearing what you really wanted to wear on any given day with no outside stimulation or outside influence, what would that be? All right, it's hard to really exactly know. I doubt no one seemed to mention that they made their own clothes, which means that the clothes were provided for you by companies and corporations, and you think what you like as shoes. Let's say you're really interested in shoes, or these are the things. You have to think where those interests came from. Do they come from you, or do they come from outside influences? If they came from outside influences, well then, how do you reconcile that with your own free will? If you're making the decision, or is somebody else making the decision for you? That's why I kind of tied it into food, because a lot of you said, I know what I like. And then you went on for the next part to explain how that came to even become. A lot of you guys said pasta. How pasta even came to exist, or a lot of the Mexican foods. And so many factors went into bringing that food to you to be available today in 2020 that are far outside of your own control. Right? So we like to think that we have complete control of these things, but when we actually examine a lot of them, it has nothing to do with us. What we think is our favorite foods or what we like to wear as clothing arrived at our doorstep, and we just made the last second decision. Pierogies are delicious. A lot of you guys mentioned pierogies. I make pierogies. They're very good. They're easy to make. Well, for me, I can cook, but you can learn and you can make them as well. I don't know if I'll throw up a picture of some of my pierogies. Some of you said pierogies were your favorite, but most of you said pierogies are something you like to try. Definitely recommend that. I recommend trying almost all the foods you guys mentioned. I haven't had some of them. Some of them I'm going to look into, but again, this is an example of how the social group that you're in can greatly influence what you consider to be your favorites. Some of you ate bugs. I use bugs. I've never had a bug. Some of you guys said bugs were disgusting. Again, you think you're making that decision very often, but as you then let many of you admit it, depending on what culture you're in, it would have been quite normal for you. So did you make the decision not to eat bugs, or did the group make that decision long ago? Anyway, reflecting on this is kind of the beginning of becoming a sociologist, and that's why it's such a fascinating and rich concept. Anyway, thanks guys. I'll see you next time.